here. Hey, I said I wanted my channel to be talking about abortion more. So, I just got a text today of a woman who was homeless and she had an abortion and now she's pregnant again and her partner does not want her to go get an ultrasound because he doesn't like having a chaperone, so to say, in the room. So, look, a lot of abortion is coming from domestic abuse, and the more I'm looking into it and the more I see, okay, domestic abuse is not just someone pushing someone, it's not them just hitting someone or beating on someone. There's also a lot of control. If you look up like a domestic abuse hotline, there's a lot of control, there's a lot of power control there. There's little things that are done too. It may be isolation where, you can't talk to somebody. It may be, just different little things. Financial abuse where you don't talk about money. I know my husband and I talked about money all the time. And we both talked about, things we wanted. And money was not really a major issue. It just wasn't. Not until his parents got involved. And then it became an issue. But there are so many signs of things, and you really want to make sure that you are in a good position as a woman so that you don't have to have somebody like this, telling you can't have an ultrasound. So we want the woman getting the ultrasounds because we know that is like a major stepping stone. Once they hear that heartbeat, it's like, wow, I'm actually a mother now, not when I'm fat and when I look pregnant, but now. So, if you guys want to pray for her, I have committed to praying for this person. And where she already was homeless, and I think she came from an awful home before, it's very hard for her, probably number one, to pick a good guy because she came from a home with a bad example. And number two, she just probably doesn't have enough self-esteem to be like, you know what, I'm valuable and I am worth not having this creep next to me trying to tell me what to do. So, let's pray for her if you want. And this is the kind of stuff pregnancy centers deal with. They are in the trenches dealing with this kind of stuff all the time. And we want to be able to help women in a million ways. And one of the things I forgot to mention is if there is domestic abuse, and I'm talking about getting out before it's too late. Like a lot of men will be like, I'm sorry and do it again. I'm sorry, do it again. You want to nip it in the bud when it happens right away. And a lot of men will be like, I'm so sorry, I feel awful, I'm so sorry, and they don't even care about the person they just hit. They don't even care. They're not even like, how are you? Are you okay? I just threw you or something. Are you okay? It's all about them and helping them emotionally feel better that, because they feel so bad. So nip it in the bud. And then this pregnancy center today, I'm now asking about this because I think this is the root of a lot of abortion. And she said that they have community referrals out for the domestic abuse places. They had a place that just shut down in Florida, and then they had a new place that's starting up. So you can get some vouchers for a hotel room. You can get some kind of shelter, usually some kind of help, but for you and your kid. But you want to be basically in a situation where you're making a plan to get out. You want to be able to be like, okay, I'm working, I'm putting money away, I've got my license, I'm doing things, right? And the domestic abuse centers will help women with that. So this pregnancy center is like, okay, this woman, she right now can't even, come in for an ultrasound. And women are being sex trafficked so often that often we know it's the man that's with her is her pimp. So these are the kind of things happening with abortion. I had a pregnancy center say, this woman was amazing. She had been through it all. She had had an abortion. She had become a mother through IVF. She had adopted 3 kids. And she was saying what's going on now is women are coming in younger all the time. They're using abortion as a contraceptive rather than the pill or a condom. They're using abortion as a contraceptive and just saying, hey, if I get pregnant, I'll just go get an abortion. And so this is what we're dealing with now. And Kamala Harris, of course, would support this. And we see J.D. Vance again standing up for family. He's taking the heat. And we really need to help girls, and we need to be able to relate to them. I don't know what the sexual integrity part of the programs are at the pregnancy centers. I will probably start looking into that because, again, if you cannot relate to girls, you can't relate to young girls and be like, hey, I'm one of you, at a pregnancy center. I don't know how we're going to get through to girls better. We want to get on their level and know what's going on in the schools. I think a big part of this is relationships. What does this mean when a guy is doing this? What does this mean when a guy's doing that? And we want to be able to get in there and really help girls, to just be able to have the language that they need, to be able to have the, like a mother come alongside them or their bestie and just be like, what does this mean? This guy's acting like this, or this guy's like this. Is he stalking me? No. Does he like me? Maybe. Is he, getting it right at the beginning and being like, okay, these are what my peers are saying. They're, they think this or they think that. And we really want to get in there more with the girls before this happens and have the conversation. So I don't know how we're going to do that, but I know there's a Bright course on parenting and online parenting, and we need, I think, some kind of courses just to help girls with the whole dating thing, because it is crazy, right? 6th, 7th, 8th grade is when girls start noticing guys, right? You start noticing them. I know I did. I noticed when some guys were cute, and you just, I used to totally blush when one of the guys came over to the house because I was so embarrassed because I didn't know what to do. You just got a crush and you don't know what to do. So we want to get girls then. We want to get them 6th, 7th, 8th grade and help them to be able to just have tools to communicate and to be able to be like, this is how I'm feeling, or this is what's going on, and I don't know how to deal with this. So I think if we can get that, then we don't have to deal with so much abortion. I think we need to be really proactive with girls and help them with their girlfriends, with I saw a couple girls in the pool yesterday, and they were like besties. I heard them talking about how they were so besties. And it's so strange to me because they were like on top of each other and like hugging, and I'm just like, I don't remember being like that with my girlfriends. I mean, I remember being like, like, you got your space, I got my space, you're not going to bug me, like, you're not going to be in my space, especially with a boy. Go do your own thing, because I think as women we get very protective of our guys. When other women are around, we become territorial, right? So I'm trying to think. Yeah, these girls were probably about 14 or 15, and even then, at that level, I was like, I'm not going to get that close to another one of my girlfriends. So, I mean, I don't know what their relationship was, but there are girls who are very close, and they are very, you're my best buddy, and let's hang out, and let's, very nurturing. So, I think we need some more programs for young girls to be able to help them, because if they don't have the direction, they just don't know what they don't know, right? So that's what I got for now, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I will be talking probably later about some more stuff, or there's some more ideas I have that I'll be talking about too with my other channels. I have I have some ideas with that, and I'll talk about that another time. Okay, thanks for joining me.